You know, I was expecting the same schedule every single week with the releases of gameplay trailers. We have had most of the characters that show up in the trailer so far, so one expects to have one of the only two characters that haven't shown up till now. And since we've already had Kisuke, Yoruichi, Uryu, Ichigo, Rukia, Byakuya, even Chad, it's more than likely the next one is gonna be Renji or Orihime. And then, just when I thought this game couldn't get much better, they dropped the motherfucking Gin. I think I've seen enough of this game to make an educated guess and say that having a character with medium to long range attacks is gonna be great against a base character like Ichigo, really good against a Zona type character like Uryu, good against the chattest of them all with his ridiculous unblockable attack, but maybe not really good for a counter character like Yoruichi, and depending on the situation, may be difficult against a stance character like Byakuya too. But that's the fun part, you know, having Gin attack from afar while also having the chance to attack from close quarters is what actually makes Gin, if that makes sense. Just as every other character that has been announced, they're all unique in their own way, and what better attack than this that screams Gin's signature move. Now, what's better than medium to long range attacks? A counter. A counter that actually sets you up, which is, by the way, a direct reference to this specific moment during that fight Gin had with Tortured in the Soul Society. I don't think I need to point out the references for the other attacks, especially this one, which is extremely obvious, but having this specific reference as a counter attack is just fucking great. Talking about references, seems like Gin's awakening is actually his Bankai, and this scene, this marvelous scene right here is literally Gin cutting the city in half when he released his Bankai for the first time. And even though this is a great detail, this also makes me think that there's possibly not gonna be another version for Welcome to Gin in the game, but a different skin instead. I was particularly hoping the Shinso scene to be part of the character's special move or something. According to some trailers, that could be a possibility since we saw something similar in the gameplay overview trailer, so that pretty much may be the case. We also had this at the end of the trailer. I suppose it's gonna be part of the same Kompaku Break move. It could also be part of an in-game cutscene, but this is Gin using Muto. If you remember that's one of the techniques Gin used in his little match with Ichigo, but here isn't his captain attire, so that probably means it's the Bankai version of the Kompaku Break. Hold up. While reading at the official site, seems like Gin is also a Zona, so this kind of changes everything I just said. And on top of having as much reach as Uryu, which funny enough confirms that he's a Zona too, he's also the second fastest character out of the 8 characters we have announced. But Rukia is also the second fastest character. Like what? Also, it's kind of interesting they use these graphs to show the different stats of the characters, as well as this easiness of use marked with stars, which reminds me of a certain other Bleach game. Oh, by the way, I didn't really notice till I saw this, but I love the fact that if you slow down just enough, you can see his attacks show Shinso expand and contract afterwards. And I love and hate that this right here is probably a reference to his death. I never thought Gin would look so good in this game. I can't wait.